had a fantastic week. I did. Very busy, very blessed. Today I've been crocheting some candy cane holders. They're very cute and fun to make. And I thought I'd show everybody how I've been making them. I started out with 4-ply yarn, basic 4-ply yarn. I already made some red ones and green ones. I thought we'd do a white one together. I have a 5mm crochet hook, and then I have a needle to sew the ends in with. And I also have somewhere a candy cane. I'll show you how to put it in. It's really easy. You could probably do that without me showing you. But anyway, start out with a slip knot. And we've done that together several times now, so I'm sure everybody remembers how to get the slip knot. And once you put the slip knot together, get your finger out of the way, and you're going to chain 28. Make a chain of 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and then there's 28. So now we have a beautiful chain of 28. That's our foundation chain. Now we're going to go back up this foundation chain, and we're going to put a single crochet in each of these stitches except for the very first one. The one that you see the yarn going through, we're not going to use that one. We're just going to skip that one. So when we get to the end, back to this side, we should have 27 single crochets. So to skip that stitch and just go on to this next one right here and do a single crochet. And to do that, you just go through and pull up the loop, yarn over and pull through all the way back to the other side. You should have 27 when you get back. That would make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 2, 4, 5, 26, and the last chain right there, that'll be 27. So now we have 27 single crochets, and that would finish up round 1. So we need to chain 3 and then turn our work. So just chain 3. Now we're going to turn our work and just start back the other direction. And we're going to count that as a stitch. So we've already technically put a stitch into this first place here. And we're going to skip the next one. So we're going to skip this next stitch right here, that single crochet. And we're going to yarn over and we're going to do a half double in the following stitch right here. So we need to do a half double crochet into that stitch right there. Okay? So far we have 2, we're counting that as 2 half doubles. We need to chain 1. And then in the very next stitch, we're going to put another half double crochet. And chain 1 again. And then in the next stitch, put another half double crochet. So we're just going to count that as being 4 half doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we want to chain 1 again. Go ahead and chain 1 again. And in the very next stitch, 1 stitch right here, we're going to put a half double. And then we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to put in another half double. So we're going to half double, chain 1, and then half double again. And we're going to repeat that over the next 4 stitches. So go in the next stitch and half double. Chain 1. Right back in the same stitch and half double again. That's going to make our curve. Okay? So there's 1. We're going to do that 3 more times. So in the next stitch, we put in a half double crochet. We chain 1. And then we put in another half double crochet. You can see it already starting to curve a little there. In the following chain, again, we're going to put in a half double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to put in a second half double crochet in the very same stitch. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches all by themselves. And then we have 1, 2, 3 sets of 2 stitches in the same stitch. We're going to do that 1 more time to make 4. So in the very next stitch, we're going to put in a half double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1. And in the same stitch again, we're going to put another half double crochet. So now we have our candy cane starting to curve here. And so now what we need to do all the way to the rest, to the end of this, was we're going to chain 1, skip a stitch, half double. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double, all the way down. So we chain 1, we skip the next stitch, we yarn over, and in the following stitch we do our half double. Then once again we chain 1, skip the next stitch right here. We're skipping that one right there. We're going to go into this one and we're going to do another half double crochet. There we go. Chain 1, skip the next stitch right here, and then go into the next one here and do our half double just all the way down the line. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, the next one we do our half double, chain 1, skip the next stitch, do a half double in the following, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and do a half double crochet in the following stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and do a half double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, do your half double. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 and we're going to do our half double. We're going to skip this stitch right here and we're going to do the last stitch right here on the tip. We'll do our last half double in that one right there. Yarn over and pull all the way through for the half double. There we go. Okay, so that should finish up that round. The third round is pretty much the last round. There's only 3 rounds, so it's very easy to make. You can see it's already curved up here. And so what we need to do now is chain 2. We need to chain 2. And we need to turn our work just like this. Just turn it just like that. Now, we're going to count that as a stitch, but we're still going to go back down into the very same stitch. This chain is hooked to this stitch right here. And we're still going to go right back into the stitch, and we're going to put a single crochet right here at the top. Just a basic single crochet. Yarn over and pull through. Okay, so we're going to alternate all the way on this last row between single crochet and then our little half double, chain, half double. But what's different about this round is when we do our chains, it's going to be 2 instead of 1. I just thought it looked better that way. I kind of experimented with this all day to see what was the best way, how it looked good to me, and so that's what I come up with. So we just did our single crochet. Now on this next stitch here, we're going to do a half double. Then we're going to chain 2 and do another half double down in that same stitch. So let's get started there. Half double, yarn over and pull all the way through for the half double, chain 2, and once again do another half double in that same stitch. Okay, got it. And now in the next stitch, which is here, we just do our single crochet. It gives it a real pretty design on it, on the side. I like it. So that's that stitch. We took care of that one. Now this one here, we'll do a half double, chain 2, and another half double. Yarn over, go it through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through everything for a half double. Very easy stitch to do. One of my favorites. Very easy, quick. Okay, and then the following stitch, right here, we're going to do our single crochet. You don't yarn over to start with a single crochet. You just go through the loop, go through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then pull through. And then, so this one here, we'll do our half double crochet, go through. Now with a half double crochet, you do, I know we've been through this several times, but with a half double crochet, you do yarn over, then you go through, you pull up the loop, then you yarn over, but then you just pull through everything. It's very easy to do. Okay, so make sure I didn't forget anything. We have our single, we have our 2 half doubles, we have a single, we have our 2 half doubles, we have a single. So now we have 1 half double, we need to chain 2. And in the same stitch, we're going to do another half double crochet. Okay? And that's what we're going to just keep doing. See how it makes the little whoop, 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 up the side here? So that would take care of this stitch here, because I'm putting the crochets in the top of the stitches. So the next stitch is here, but we're going to put the single crochet right here in the top of it. You know, making something as simple as this, it really doesn't matter all that much. It's for fun. But I was hoping you might like this design. I think it's pretty. Next one, we do our half double, chain 2. Get in there, and another half double, Okay, and then in the next stitch we'll do our single crochet right here, the top of it. Alright, so that takes care of that stitch. Now when we come around the bend, nothing changes. It's just a little bit harder to see the stitches, so I've just been kind of like stretching it like this. You can see the stitch that we just did our single in. So we need to do our double crochet, our half doubles in this stitch right here, the top of it. So we go in, we do our half double crochet, we chain 2, and then another half double crochet right in the same stitch. Okay, and then right here we're going to do our single. Okay, so that was the top of that stitch. This is where it gets a little trickier around the bend here. And it's not that hard though. But you can see that this stitch here we just did our single in. And there's another stitch really close. We're going to go ahead and put our V-stitch or whatever you want to call it, which is the half double, chain 2, and then another half double. Okay, coming up around the bend here, here's our next stitch, and just put your single crochet. Okay, next stitch is right here, do your half double crochet, chain 2, and then another half double crochet. And then in the next stitch, you know what to do. Real simple pattern. Right here, we're going to do our single crochet. And the next stitch, which is really close because it's on the curve here, right here, half double, chain 2, and then another half double crochet. Alrighty, see how nice it's looking? Alright, and then that takes care of this stitch right here. So now we're on this one. We need to do our single crochet. Alright, and then this stitch here, we'll do our half double, chain 2, and one more half double. Alrighty, and then single right here, right here is half double, chain 2, half double, and this stitch right here at the top, chain 2, and another half double. And we should end with a single crochet, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And it will go really anywhere in this chain here. I experimented with this, and I thought it looked better right here at the edge. And just go through here and just do your single crochet. A little tight on that because it's a chain. But that's what we do, and I discovered that it looks a little bit better on this corner here. I didn't do it on all of them, but some of them are a little bit jaggedy right here. See? So what I started doing for that, which it looks good either way, but I would just chain 1 here and then just go across here and slip stitch across. Just to clean up the edge. You don't have to do that. It doesn't matter really. Like I say, it's just something fun you can do with your kids. It's quick and easy. A project you can do at home. Fun to do crafts together. Okay, now I'm going to look for my scissors and get this clipped off. Don't need much of a tail for this. I usually do a little bit of a knot here at the end, like that. Pull tight. And then just flip it over. Grab a yarn needle. Thread it up. Kind of pull that tail a little tighter. That's, you know, our beginning. Sometimes it's a little loose. It's a little bit loose this time. And I just weave the ends in, back into a time or two, and clip it. It's not going anywhere. I've had hard luck with my yarn today. It seems like it wants to tangle. I have spent a lot of the hours today just untangling yarn, which is no fun at all. Seems like this is splitting. I just took it right out of the pack. So, I don't know. I'm just having hard luck with my yarn today. Alright, I'm going to clip that one. And the other one. Grab your yarn needle. And just get it out of the way. I noticed on two of them I forgot and put the yarn like this through where I wanted to put the candy cane. It still went in there, but it was just a little bit harder to thread it through. And I actually broke one, but you know, it's okay. It'll still taste good. So you might want to watch for that. There we go. Your kids will love this. It is so fun. It is so cute. There we go. We have our little candy cane holder. I have a candy cane here. Hopefully I won't break it. It's easy to thread this part. When you come up around the bend, that's where I had some trouble, but that's okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we should have 9 of these little, where we did our chains. I've been starting to weave from behind. You can do this any way you want to. You might even have a better idea, but I started this way. I would just go through. It's almost like you're sewing. I'm sewing with a candy cane. Alright, and then, well, that's the easy part, you know. And then you push it up and get plenty of slack, because this is a part that broke on me, but most of them didn't break, just a couple. I made a bunch of these. I want to give them out to my friends. I want to give them out to my family. Alright, so kind of get some slack going here around the bend. And you're looking for the little chain spaces, but I didn't put them all through the chain spaces. I kind of like did different things with them. There we go. I think I found one. Yay! Like that. And then back. You have to be kind of careful. It likes to break there on that curve. Just weave it through. I did each one, I think I did each one just a little bit different, but I experimented what I thought looked best. And that's what I'm showing y'all. Like I say, you probably have some great ideas, even better than this, to do. But I just love this, and I thought maybe you would too. Okay, and then once I get it all dressed, I just come back this way with it. Kind of curve it around a little bit. There we go. As you can see how pretty that is. And I was going to get some kind of label and put here. I was thinking maybe putting like a ribbon, maybe a Bible verse, something for the holidays, somebody's favorite color. Maybe you can put a ribbon there with their favorite colors. Whatever you want to do. It's so fun. They're beautiful. I just know your kids will have a blast making these. And they're so easy. I mean, you can make them in just a few minutes. It doesn't take that much yarn. And it dresses up the candy cane. I had a really good time. Okay, you guys, I sure appreciate you coming to see me. I hope you'll come back and see me again. God bless you. And God bless your family. See you next time. Bye-bye.